The Astros are preparing for their second World Series and their first as an American League team. Baseball's World Series, which starts on Tuesday, pits the Houston Astros against the Los Angeles Dodgers in the finale of the Major League Baseball season. The Dodgers are one of baseball's most powerful sides, perennial contenders in the National League NL, but for the Astros, success has been elusive. Astros pip Yankees to American League title. From baseball's shortest player to the Cuban defector nicknamed the Wild Horse and the star with the supermodel fiancé, here are 6 facts you may not know about the teams. Houston have never won a World Series. The Astros are among 8 of the 30 current Major League Baseball teams that have never won the Fall Classic. They joined the big leagues as the Colt 45s in 1962, becoming the Astros 3 seasons later, but have played in the World Series only once before, in 2005 when they were thumped 40 by the Chicago White Sox. In 2013, after 51 seasons in the NL, they were moved to the American League AL, where the pitchers do not bat and a non-fielding designated hitter is used. The switch meant that each league now has 15 teams, and made interleague play a regular feature. Before 1997, the only time National and American League sides played each other was in the World Series. Even after that, interleague play was confined to a short period during each season. The Astros' first season in the AL West Division in 2013 was a disaster. They finished in last place, losing 111 of their 162 games. However, they reached the postseason in 2015, pipping the New York Yankees to the AL wildcard, while this season they stormed to the AL West title with a 10,161 record, 21 wins ahead of their closest rivals. But however bad the Astros' postseason record is, it is not the worst. The Seattle Mariners have never even appeared in the World Series, nor have the Washington Nationals or their previous incarnation as the Montreal Expos. Astros star is the shortest in the major leagues. Jose Altuve had the best batting average in the American League. The Astros' success this year has been based on a powerful batting lineup which led the AL in most of the important statistical categories, not least most runs scored. The key figure is Venezuelan second baseman Jose Altuve, who is the shortest player in top-flight baseball. Some believe he might not even be as tall as his officially registered height of 5 feet 6 inches. Altuve's height counted against him the first time he tried out for the Astros, who turned him down because he was too short. Luckily for them, he came back for a second try a year later. His diminutive stature in a game increasingly dominated by Titans has caused much mirth among baseball commentators, one even working out a way to measure the distance of home runs or anything else in official standard listed Altuve's. Altuve posted the best batting average in the American League during the regular season. For the 3rd time in 4 years, nobody else got close. He is also one of baseball's best infielders. Altuve's former assistant general manager David Stearns has described him as an anomaly, adding he's tough to explain, other than the fact he works as harder than anyone. He's got freakish hand-eye skills, he loves baseball and he wants to be great. Dodgers looking to finally make good. The Dodgers had the best regular season record in MLB this season. The Dodgers are without doubt one of the glamour franchises in baseball. On opening day this year, they had the biggest payroll in the majors by far, with a total wage bill of $242 million, £183 million. The New York Yankees were in second place at $201 million, £152 million, while the Astros trailed back in 18th place on $124 million, £94 million. The Dodgers also earn more from television rights than any other team, and pull in considerably more paying spectators during the regular season to their vast Dodger Stadium, which has the biggest capacity in the majors. But for all their pulling power, the Dodgers have failed to win a World Series since 1988. That drought has been made all the more painful by watching their NL West rivals, the San Francisco Giants, win 3 World Series titles in the last decade. The Wild Horse Yasiel Puig risked his life to play in the majors. Yasiel Puig, nicknamed the Wild Horse, is one of the more colorful characters in the Dodgers batting lineup. The Cuban right fielder is a man who wears his emotions on his sleeve, never short of an extravagant gesture for every occasion. He has been in trouble on the field for making an obscene gesture to fans, and off the field for reckless driving, but all that is small beer compared to the risks he had to take just to get to the majors. After repeatedly failing to defect to Mexico, he was successfully smuggled out of Cuba in a daring and complex operation, which remains shrouded in mystery. Puig and 3 companions had to trek for 50 kilometers on foot through dense mangrove swamps just to avoid police patrols and meet up with the team who smuggled him off the mainland from the infamous Bay of Pigs in a cigarette boat. A Mexican drug cartel is reported to have been involved, and the operation was funded by a group of U.S.-based businessmen who expected a cut of Puig's future baseball earnings. One was imprisoned for his role. But for Puig, the risk has paid handsome dividends. He was reported to have been paid $17.12.89 a month to play baseball in Cuba. In 2012 he signed a 7-year deal with the Dodgers worth $42 million, £31.85 million. Perhaps understandably, he has been reluctant to talk about the way he escaped Cuba, but he was quoted enigmatically in Los Angeles magazine as saying, "Sleep is when it's your time to die. For that reason I sleep with one eye open." Superstar with the supermodel fiancé Verlander was named as the most valuable player in the ALCS victory over the Yankees with the division pennant a certainty weeks before the end of the regular season. Houston's owners might have rested on their laurels. Instead, they made a huge statement of intent by securing one of the best pitchers in baseball, Justin Verlander, from the Detroit Tigers right on the trade deadline at the end of August. Verlander has a glittering CV. 4 times he has struck out more batters than any other pitcher in the AL over a season, and in 2011 he secured the pitching triple crown, heading the AL in each of the 3 most important pitching statistics. The superstar has been an immediate success with the Astros, and struck out 13 Yankees in Game 2 of the AL Championship Series, pitching the complete game. He also brings a touch of glamour to Texas. His fiancée is the supermodel and actress Kate Upton. Astros strong after flood. Astros players have worn Houston strong patches on their shirts. A World Series appearance is a huge fillip for the city of Houston, which endured traumatic, heavy flooding in the wake of Hurricane Harvey in August. Across Texas, more than 80 people died. The Astros were forced to play several home games away from the city, in part because their nearest rivals, the Texas Rangers, refused to reschedule a series. When the Astros did return, a game was postponed by 24 hours so the players could visit local evacuation centers and emergency medical workers to help raise morale. Some also helped load up goods for the relief effort. Before the first pitch was thrown in the first game back at Minute Maid Park, Astros manager A.J. Hinch made an emotional rallying address to fans. Since the flooding, the Astros have been wearing shirts featuring the logo Houston Strong. All proceeds from the sale of T-shirts bearing the message have been donated to the American Red Cross. The impact of the Astros' success was summed up by a local fire brigade chief, who said this pennant race in Houston is a wonderful distraction from the storm recovery. Pitcher Charlie Morton, who won that first game back in Houston, said, "You want the game to lift people up. You want to do right for the city." World Series schedule. Home team listed for Tuesday, the 24th of October. LA Dodgers v Houston Astros. Game 1 Wednesday, the 25th of October. LA Dodgers v Houston Astros. Game 2 Friday, the 27th of October. Houston Astros v LA Dodgers. Game 3 Saturday, the 28th of October. Houston Astros v LA Dodgers. Game 4 if required Sunday, the 29th of October. Houston Astros v LA Dodgers. Game 5 Tuesday, the 31st of October. LA Dodgers v Houston Astros. Game 6 Wednesday, the 1st of November. LA Dodgers v Houston Astros. Game 7. All games played at 2000 Eastern Time, 0100 UK time, the following morning.